So it's been a while since we've been in the van, huh? Remember the platform I made you guys? We were supposed to travel in this full time, but then when things started amping up with COVID, I decided we need to do something else. So that's when we bought the property. I built this all out. It's all insulated up there, right there. We're going to get some water right now. It's over 700 gallons back there. I'm gonna go fill up. We have to go about 8 miles total there and back. A bird. So we had 2 dogs on our property last night. Not these 2, but when we showed up, I saw an animal and I thought it was a coyote, or one was really dark brown and one was light brown with white. But yeah, I grabbed my rifle and went out there, just not knowing what was, going to happen of it. And turns out there was 2 dogs, and I got pretty close to them to see what they were doing. And they were digging holes underneath one of my water containers. And so they just started barking. They saw me and they just started charging at me, started barking at me. So I fired around in the ground, and then they backed up, and then they came at me again and fired around again about on the ground, and they took off, and I shot one more round just to double scare them to get out of there. So, and they actually took a crap right in front of our shipping container on their green grass I put there. Their fake grass, whatever that's called. So hopefully they don't come back, especially if I'm like doing stuff and then these 2 are just like hanging out. I don't want dog fight to happen and one of my dogs get hurt or theirs, because I mean they're just dogs. They're being curious, Their owner's not looking after them, obviously, but you won't see these have mud boys. Oh no. They don't go off the property. They stay pretty close. I mean, they go a good distance, but I don't know if they realize that is still our property. So they probably think they're being mischievous, but they're actually being good boys. Huh? Who's a good boy? Are you good boys? Yeah. So we slept pretty good. I'm trying to use up the propane gas in the large propane canister, because my idea was to use the large propane for just running the cooker off of. But I should just do it with a small one because it doesn't use that much, and keep that big one for emergencies. So I'm going to take that big one back and fill it up with propane, and then I'm going to just keep it full. I'm actually going to lock it up out of the elements and all that and save it for emergency, rather than keeping it out in the elements and having to hassle with loading that and filling it up every time, because it's a 100-pounder. So when it's full, it's a good amount of weight to have to round. I can't just pick it up and load it on the trailer. I actually have to dolly it or man muscle it. I don't want to do that because I don't want to mess up my back. I need to be more careful on not creating injuries, because I'm usually, let's do this, all muscle man, because I can, but I shouldn't, So I'm trying to think more long-term, smart, in ways that I've been slacking on. And for the most part, I'm doing okay with the way I'm applying stuff, but that propane, I think that I'm just going to use the small ones. That way, all I do is worry about filling up one of them instead of, one small one instead of one big one over a long period of time. Yeah, it's not as much hassle having to swap out all the time, but I don't mind that if that's what it's going to take to be able to have that extra reserve, because propane doesn't expire like gas. So, oh, and then the front tire of the trailer, it's something wrong with the rim, but all I do is air it up and it's fine. So being frugal is just airing it up. I already have the pump, so I just air it up instead of buying a new rim. So what I'm thinking about doing is I actually have a spare for it. I might just put the spare on and see, and just do it that way. and then keep the spare as the one that deflates. But then if I need it, and I don't bring the pump for whatever reason, which most of the time I do, I brought it. It's right there, in that black casing. So, but yeah, I haven't driven this in a while, man. Oh my gosh, and it gets really bad gas mileage. So I did a full tank of that, and I've only gone 30 miles. That's worse than the truck is with the load. So I don't take this off property, so it stays all in here. It doesn't go on any main roads, so I don't have it insured, registered, and all that. It saves some money. And then what the insurance companies did was, I think, is to compensate for taking that off, they raised me up. Like, they raised it up a lot, like probably 25%. And I asked other people, and they said they didn't. So I think it's an insurance company just trying to scam me. And it's USAA, which is not good to me. So I'm gonna look at another insurance company for my truck. Oh man, he loves it. Trying every way to save some extra money right now. The only thing that I have that I don't really need, or is not helpful to what I'm doing, because like a phone, you don't really need a phone, but it's extremely helpful. But you don't need a phone. It's just, there's so many things you can do with it, you know. When I need to buy things, when I need to, take pictures and video, which, yeah, a camera could do that, but it's better to just have a device that does multiple things than a device that just does a couple things. Like the camera can, video and take pictures, and some cameras can even, I think, tell where your location is. I think, or maybe I'm just thinking that's with cell phones. So, yeah, this road is not that busy. Not many people out here. It's too cold for most people. It was 20 degrees last night. There are full-timers out here, and then there's people that come out for weekends. I'm a weekender until I get the property all up and going, which I cannot wait until I'm even checking the trailer. Oh, you know what? I need to open up that water. I wanted it to shake around a little bit before I let it out. Stace, it's okay. So this is the one I usually keep on here. I don't put both of them on here. I just use one. So let's let this drain out. I wanted to switch around with it. There's the water level. Make sure the lid's on. Yep. Actually, you know what? Let's let you want to open this a little bit so that air can get there. Oh, all right, a decal's coming, so I'm gonna turn the camera off. All right, guys, take care. All right, so this is the start of the wall around the perimeter. So out there, I'm not gonna start the wall. I'm gonna start the wall right here, and it's gonna go around the 4Runner, around all that stuff over there that I had to organize. Hey, my voice is echoing because of this. I just noticed that. Hello! Hello! That's cool. Anyways, and then it's gonna go around the back end here, which back here I'm probably gonna have to guard it. I don't know. I think actually guard it will be over here because I'm gonna make the pond over there. I'm gonna make a pond over there. So because this property, the water goes down, and then it's gonna go right into there. Has a little uphill here, it goes down slope and then up another slope, and it's gonna go right there. But I'm gonna create swales that'll connect all those. So to do this, you just go top of the container, you gotta Open this up to release. Let some air. If not, it'll just suction in, cause damage to the thing. I'm gonna try to open this up. Oh shoot! Oh no, my hose is broken. Oh man! Shoot. Well, that's a bummer. That's okay. I can just swap that one around. I double side these. Have the extra attachment, so you can just have to take this one off, and then connect this one on. There we go. But yeah, that one broke. It's kind of unfortunate. All right. There we go. Let this run a little bit. Wash itself out. All the dirty stuff that's on the hose and such. So let this run out for a couple minutes. About 2 gallons maybe. Yeah, see, there's the other attachment that I took off. That was on the other side of the green hose. Oh no, or the black hose. Yeah, so. Oh man, it's a nice day out, huh guys? Some purple flowers here, let's water those. Let's flood this hole, the mouth hole. Actually, that's probably a rabbit hole. It's pretty big. This is where the guy dug it up pretty good with his tires when he was delivering the container. It was pretty muddy. It was soft. It rained a couple days before, but couldn't really change the schedule of it. I could have, but when you want something, you want it bad. So the next one I'm not gonna be as a rush. So I'm gonna get another one probably in a couple months. So yeah, all right, let's get this done.